Hi friends, welcome to Coffee Break with Dr. Michele Alignay. It's a December morning. I am inviting you to come and join me for the next 30 minutes. We're going to talk about something that is looming already, and that is homemade holidays. Bakit ko ba to naisip? Ano ba yung topic natin ngayon na homemade holidays? I know many of you, I'm coming in the morning today because I have some schedule in the afternoon that I need to fulfill. But come to think of it, alam ko marami sa atin, we are in a holiday today. And pag dumating sa atin yung December 8, and that is the birthday, no, that's the Immaculate Conception. Marami sa atin, we start thinking about Christmas. Alam ko sa inyo, yung iba ngayon nagki-Christmas shopping na online. If you're gonna go out, of course, I hope that you would all be safe. And also, we are sending gifts to each other. Friends are texting kung paano ipapadala yung regalo. So, good morning. Join me for the next 30 minutes. Let's talk about homemade holiday na alam ko it is quite different, and it may be difficult for some of us. So, ngayong umaga, I would like us to maybe reflect and explore how are we going to make this holiday worthwhile. First thing that I would like you to think about, it's thoughts. What are your thoughts about your holiday? So friends, sa mga nanonood ngayon, what are your thoughts about the holiday? Good morning to those who are watching. What are your thoughts about the holiday? Ano yung mga bagay na parang we are reflecting about? Nako, parang paano to gagawin? Paano kami magpa-party? Paano yung family gathering? So, how will it be? The other day, I think that was yesterday, I had an interview with DZMM with the show of Ami Perez in Sakto. And then they were asking me, what is it that we're supposed to be, how can we make it more fun? How can we make it more fun for kids? Pero bago natin isipin yung mga bata, bago natin isipin ang lahat, I would like us to look into paano natin siya pwedeng gawing memorable sa sarili natin. You know why? Because in the first place, kaya tayo nahihirapan, we're struggling with so many things. Get your coffee. Are you ready to listen? Kaya tayo nag-struggle with so many things simply because tayo mismo may resistance. May resistance, hindi natin matanggap yung sitwasyon. Do you acknowledge that, friends? And the first thing that I would like you to think about is to gather your thoughts. The first T, thoughts. Ano yung naiisip mo tungkol dito? Ano yung mga bagay na parang ano ba yung tingin mo sa holiday? Maybe is it about family gathering? It's about gift giving? It's about whatever. Ano ang tingin mo sa Christmas season? Friends who are here, please put there in the comment section. Hi, Tita Tina and Miss Cecil, Eileen, and Berlin. Thank you for joining me. What is it that you think about holiday season? Ano yung perception? So, iyan yung medyo himayin natin. It all starts with thoughts. Ano ba yung tingin natin sa Christmas? Because if you look at Christmas as the season for reunions, and then we will really be frustrated. If we look at Christmas season, our thoughts about Christmas, it's papadala regalo, nakikita natin lahat ng mga kamag-anak natin na doon lang nagkikita-kita ang magkakamag-anak. Yan, di ba? Ano pa yung mga naiisip nyo regarding this Christmas season and this holiday? Of course, maraming reunion. Let me just share with you, parang years ago, I think I wrote this in my Beauty of 40 book. Years ago, I changed a bit of how I see Christmas. What I mean is that I realized na hindi pala okay na lahat ng gathering inoohan. Yan ang gusto kong. At kailangan ko ba talaga lahat na do I need to gather all my friends? Do I need to initiate meeting them? Uy, kita-kita naman tayo sa Christmas. Do I need to initiate with, imagine ko may friend batch ka ng grade school, may friends ka ng high school, may friends ka ng college, pero pa yung barkada mo maybe sa church. Do we need all those? And then there's family, and then this side, that side, this side, that side, clan this, clan A, clan B. Isipin nyo, how many, and then we have community. Isipin natin, friends, gaano kadami ang usually ina-attenda natin sa Christmas. So, this Christmas season and this holiday season, I would like us to look into it. What is it that I would like you to reflect about? Hi, Hartzell. I would like you to reflect about is that what are our thoughts regarding Christmas season? Ano yung tingin natin? Because when we revisit, ano ba talaga yung definition sa akin ng Christmas? Ano ba talaga yung tingin ko sa kanya? Ang Christmas iba para sa pamilya. Ang Christmas para sa bata. Ang Christmas, so maybe this is the time that we can tweak that. What do I mean by we can tweak that? We can revisit the real reason for the season. I like saying that. Di ba? There's only one reason why we are celebrating Christmas. What is the reason? I will wait for your answer, friend. What is the main reason why we're celebrating Christmas? Let me know your thoughts. First one, thoughts. Let me know your thoughts on what's the main reason why we're celebrating Christmas. What could be your answers? Anybody? Para akong nagtatawag sa klase. Anybody? What's our main reason for celebrating Christmas? Any thoughts from you, friends? Thank you for joining me while we're waiting for them. Thank you for joining me. What could be our main reason for celebrating Christmas? Wala bang sumasagot sa inyo? What could be our main reason why this Christmas has to come? Why there's Christmas in the first place? Yeah, Susan, commemorate the birth of Jesus, period. If we revisit the birth of Jesus as the main reason, celebrating Jesus, celebrating our faith, celebrating life, isn't that reason enough? I'll repeat that. Hindi ba magandang reason enough to be able to say, hey, Christmas or this season will continue simply because the main reason for the season is already there. It's already in our lives. I am no preacher, but I would like us to revisit that for the main reason that we can let go of all the festivities, we can let go of everything na 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 nakagawian na natin. Kasi it starts with our thoughts. When we start with our thought na ano ba talaga yung main reason for Christmas, and then that's the first T. The second T that I would like you to reflect about, let's revisit the traditions. Alam ko, madalas marami sa atin, it's that Christmas is spent because of traditions. Nakagawian na namin kasi nagsisimbang gabi kami as a family. So ngayon wala. Nakagawian namin, we go home to the province, this is how Christmas is be. I am not saying that the past Christmases are wrong. I am not saying that traditions are not good. They're good for the family. But if we are going to get stuck with the tradition above the reason for celebrating Christmas, parang may mali. Diba? Anna, God the Father loved sending His Son. That's correct. Simply that it. And when we embrace that thought, that it's God sending His Son, right? I would like you to think, maybe the traditions that we are holding on to may not be applicable now. And then tama naman, 'di ba? I think when you are watching me in coffee break, yan yung madalas na dinidiscuss ko. What we're used to before may not used to be now. And then maybe it's the time to check the tradition. Is ano dyan sa tradition na yan ang pwedeng baguhin, pwedeng alisin muna, or maybe it's something that you can redefine, di ba? So, Hartzell, you said, for the pandemic, my main reason was to make my kids happy in spite of all the problems that we encounter. I wanted them to still feel the spirit of this special season. Yes, the spirit of Jesus living in our family. And di ba, Do we need gifts? Do we need festivities? Do we need them to see all the shows outside? Come to think of it, Christmas will still happen without all these things. I remember when we went to Holy Land, we visited Bethlehem. And when we visited Bethlehem, when it just dawned on me that amidst the big church that was layer after layer, binuwag of one one era to the next. What dawned to me was that yung mga ilaw ng simbahan, yung structure ng simbahan, that's just that's just all the accessory. Because the main reason was that, when we go to that church, it's not in the big church that we lined up for. It's in that small, tucked away, semi-dungeon under the church, at the side of the church. Mababa. It's not really under, but at the side of the church. Because that's where Jesus was born. And saan ba siya pinanganak? Di ba sa manger, sa horse stable, or maybe may maliit na bahay, but in the meagerness of things, doon pa rin siya pinanganak. And ang ganda lang pag-reflectan that in this pandemic, the main people who are with us are our family. When Jesus was born, it was his mom, Mary, and Joseph, the father, who were there with him. Kompleto na sila. And that fulfills the reason for our season. So, ano lang meron sila nun? They have each other. I'll repeat that. Anong meron sila? They have each other. Right? So come to think of it, they have each other then. Sila lang yung magkakasama. And check your family. You have each other. So all these traditions and all. But traditions, they can be tweaked. They can be revisited. Are you with me? Can you share with me one tradition na alam niyo importante, pero alam niyo na pwede naman baguhin sa pamilya? Can you share that with me? Can you put that, friends, in the comment section? Anong tradition yung kaya niyo naman baguhin or kayang, ibahin this Christmas season? Kasi I'm sure if we will let go of that thought na Christmas is this, the first thing is not, and then we will be open to to revise traditions, to renew traditions, or to make new traditions. Ito yung gusto kong sabihin. To make new traditions, hindi ba mas magiging meaningful? Ayan, exchange gift kami rin sa family. Meron yan. Big family ko ha. And then we have games and all. Pero these are all accessory. Para yung ilaw, para yung structure in that church in Bethlehem. It's called the Church of Nativity. And you know what? When we went to Bethlehem, they're not even Catholics there. It's under it's a territory of the Palestinians. Hindi sila naniniwala kay Jesus. Tourism lang si Jesus sa kanila. So looking at that, sometimes we tend to be that way. We look at all the accessory. We look at everything on top, but we don't realize that the tradition is rooted to the one at the side, under, yung mas mababa, yung na-overlook. Are you with me? So yan, pagkisimba sa magkakasama sa isang simbahan, the home now, that's why I like it, homemade holidays. We can make the home the church. We can have a retreat in the home. We can start that. We can have a reflection night with our kids. So we can redo new traditions. Kung dati, malalaking regalo, sabi ko, ano ang regalo sa mga bata? Sapatos, wala naman silang pupuntahan. Gadgets, they have gadgets. They're on gadget the whole time. So what could be new? What could be new? And then you have to recheck the tradition if they're still applicable now. Kaya pa ba? Kaya bang ibahin? Kaya bang baguhin? Kaya bang i-revisit? Diba? So that is what I would like to share with you. The third, so you have to revisit, revise, put traditions on the side to make way for the real reason Tradition should be under the real reason, and that is Jesus. So the first is thoughts, the second is tradition, the third is ties. I know ties meaning our connectedness, our relationships, yan yung mahalagang makita natin ngayong season na 'to. Kasi, ah, kasi 'pag Christmas nagpupunta kami kay tita ganito, ito yung ginagawian namin. Okay, connected to tradition is really relationship. In the Philippines, Christmas is really about relationship, right? So, maybe it's time to check, kailangan mo ba tapos halimbawa gipit na yung family or you really want to simplify things because it's the pandemic season. But would you really like to connect with everyone? Maybe yes, maybe send them a sincere greeting, tawagan, hindi lang basta send ng mga formatted messages, tawagan but not necessarily or drop by the house or daan lang sa bahay. But you don't say yes to all the people that you're saying yes before in all your gatherings because that is something that I would like to challenge. As adults, honestly, kaya tayo nauubos pag Pasko. Kaya tayo nauubos, oo tayo ng oo sa lahat. Hindi niyo ba napansin? Nakakapagod din ang Christmas season. Because yes, it's the season of merrymaking. Kaya yung iba frustrated. Pasko na nga lang daw yung inaasahan. Bakit hindi pa ah, bakit hindi pa magawa? 'Di ba? Hindi pa natin pasayahin. Oo, pero hindi ba pwede naman talaga nating alagaan yung sarili natin along the way so that along the way, even without Christmas, we can still have a way to reach out to the more important relationships that we have. And this Christmas season, while we are in the pandemic, alam ko, naniniwala ako na ito na yung pagkakataon makita mo who reached out to you. Sino yung mga taong may concern? Sino yung mga tao na kahit hindi mo isang tanong mo lang sa kanila, nagre-reach out sila. Meron din mga tao na pag nag-reach out ka sa kanila, ang bilis nilang sumagot. Hindi to financial reason pero may mga tao hindi ka pa nagre-reach out na may kailangan ka. Nandiyan na sila nakaantabay sa'yo. Hindi ba? May mga nagpakita ng concern kung nawalan ka ng trabaho, binaha tayo. So may mga taong nagpakita sa atin ng concern along the way and that is something that I would like to visit. Who are these ties that you would like to enrich? Where are ties or relationship that you would just want to keep in a comfortable distance? Pero may mga ties na paulit-ulit, ito yung i-invest mo, ito yung aalagaan mo. Why did I say that some relationship does not need to be put in a comfortable distance? Maybe it did not turn out to be well. Maybe sa pilitan na, hindi na life-giving sa isa't isa. At this pandemic, kailangan pa ba natin ng mga taong negatibo at taong mga negatibo lang, 'di ba? In COVID, but not with the mindset and not with the way they are. So here, uh, I would like you to check: are we becoming the better version of ourselves this Christmas season? Are we giving our best? I would like you to see that. Are these people the people that you would like to enrich your relationship with? Not all ties, emotional ties are connected. Some are just functional ties. Yung iba, pwedeng wala this Christmas season. So check that. Sel, sabi mo, one of the Filipino culture during Christmas feel obliged they oblige people to give to others and if they don't give, they often tag these people as madamot. Sad but true? Yes. Pero, ah, sorry, kebs na lang sa sasabihin ng ibang tao. Kung sabihin nilang madamot, alam naman natin. Kasi meron naman mga tao na nagbibigay naman tayo pero ayaw nating ipagbigay alam na nagbigay tayo. So, hindi naman tayo accountable sa ibang tao, accountable tayo kay Lord kung paano tayo nag-share ng blessings natin this Christmas season. So, the third one is ties. You have to revisit which ties do I would like to enrich, which people and relationships that I hope that I can still continue and be blessed with this Christmas season. And the last thing that I would like you to do is taper. Taper. Anong sinabing taper? i-funnel. You know funnel, alam niyo yung imbudo sa Tagalog. The funnel is just like filtering. When you say taper, medyo paliit. Di ba tapered pants? Medyo pa slim. When we say taper, ako I like using the word taper. It's not temper, it's not, but when you taper, inuunti-unti mong i-funnel dun sa mas mahalaga. So, yung iba, thoughts is our mindset. Our traditions, it's what is already existent in our culture, in our society, in the family that we have. The ties is really the social connection, the social emotional connection that we have. And when we say taper, that's actually the behavior, the action step na pwede nating gawin. So bringing together the thoughts and then bringing together traditions, thoughts, redefine your Christmas season. Make it homemade. Huwag na tayong gumastos ng gusto. Tingnan natin ano yung mas mahalaga ngayong season na to. Second, traditions. Ano dyan among the traditions you can choose to keep and you can make new ones. That's the second. And third, ties. Which among all the relationships that you have is worth nourishing, it's worth keeping, and you feel nourished. Just for this year, I'm not saying forever. Pero ngayon, ano dyan yung talagang aalagaan mo? Sino dyan yung mas mahalaga? And sana mahalaga yung mga tao sa bahay mo. And then the last one, taper. When you know your mindset about Christmas, and then you know already the traditions you would like to keep, and you know the people that you would like to keep ties with, it's easy to taper your activity. It's easy to taper life. It's easy to say na, okay, okay na to. These are the people that I will share my blessings with. These are the people that I would reach out. And I am so glad this is the way that I will do our holiday. Okay? Diba parang you taper life, you taper the holiday so that you can fit in a homemade holiday. You can fit in new things. I believe pagkakataon na natin to redo the Christmas season. I believe pagkakataon na this is a very big opportunity, even in the middle of the pandemic, for us to see the real purpose of Christmas. It's not about trimmings. It's not about consumerism. It's not about lights and sound. It's not about travel, but it's about tapering. It's about tapering and it's about simplifying and it's about making a more meaningful life, making a more meaningful connection, making more meaningful traditions, and making a more meaningful mindset and perception about how we do our Christmas and holidays. Tuloy ang Pasko because even whatever conditions we have outside, the Lord is the same. Christmas is the same. Our liturgical calendar is the same. The date remains the same. So this season, I would like you to revisit those for better well-being of you and your family. Check your thoughts, redo your traditions, establish better ties, choose the ties or the relationship that you would like to hold on to, and taper life. Taper your life, taper your home, taper the celebration so that you can give way to a more meaningful, to a more significant reason for this season, and that is the Christmas season. And I hope to talk about more how can we make more activities homemade on our next episode of Coffee Break. So join me again, friends, on Thursday for Coffee Break. This is Dr. Michelle Alignay. I know that I am throwing some things with you na hindi natin pinag-uusapan, pero kailangan pag-usapan. So please, share this to family and friends na nahihirapan. Kasi kailangan natin mag-reboot. Patapos na yung taon. Kailangan natin ayusin kasi there's always Christmas and a chance for us to thank God for giving us Jesus, and a chance for us also to rekindle our ties, our own ties with Him, the reason for the season. Thank you for joining me. See you again next Thursday at Coffee Break. Thank you, friends.